All right, so we have Whoo Kid here with us to run through these topics. Look, a lot of albums dropped on Friday. New NERD, Jeezy, G-Eazy, but of course, Eminems Revival. People have been looking forward to this project. We've talked about it a lot. Your boss. So we know how this is going to go. Akademiks.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, Joe Budden's boss also, which I'm like in shock right now. Like, anyway, go ahead.
Well, so Ak, I know you listened to this project. We had a lot of speculations. Now that you heard the full thing, what do you think?
Yeah, I wish I had a track list.
Let me pull it up for you. We got no cards, no printers today because we're moving offices, so we got the computer with us.
Yeah, this is a real struggle version of the Everyday Struggle Show.
Facts.
Basically, the whole building's leaving. We the only people left in here. All cardboard boxes and moving equipment outside.
Here you go.
All right. Well, overall, album was pretty trash. I can't even lie to you. I listened to it a second. First time I listened to it, I was drunk, so I'm like, maybe I was just tripping. Listened to it again, still trash. I can tell you off the top the songs I like. Because you know how they say, listen, if you don't got anything good to say, don't say anything at all. So I'm going to tell you what I do like. Because
that's new for you, Ak.
There's super trash songs on here. First of all, I was shocked by that Fresher feature. It's not a verse. I thought it was a verse.
Yeah, he's just basically on the hook. I mean, I'll give him props for getting on the album.
I feel like he was selling it like it was a verse that was killing everything.
I thought he was gonna go ham on it,
right?
Do we know if it was originally a verse and maybe the verse just got cut, or we have no details? Well, you might know the best.
I mean, you said it, but I'm trying to figure out why 2 Chainz is mad now. Did 2 Chainz have like another like it's your birthday hook or something and he got replaced? I don't know, but all right, just going down it. The first like 4 tracks, trash. The track with Ed Sheeran, River, I like that track a lot. Going down and continuing. Yo, most of this shit is trash.
You were looking forward to the Alicia Keys feature?
Alicia Keys was okay. It was okay. And I love Alicia Keys. The track with Skylar Grey, Tragic Endings, I like that one too. Nowhere Fast Kalani, alright. Then most of the solo joints are trash. Definitely the worst song on this album is the joint with him and Pink. I never want to hear that song ever again. It's super garbage, man. Whoo Kid, I know that's your boss, bro. But I know you probably listen to this shit in the dark room thinking, damn, how am I going to go up to Everyday Struggle and talk about this garbage album?
You also hated that song before you even heard it, though.
Yeah, I don't want...
Off the strength of Pink being on the feature.
All right. Okay, so let's get real talking.
This guy's heartless, bro.
No, let's get real talking. I was listening to it, and by the way, content-wise, if we're also judging the content, by the way, the raps are good. So I'm not saying he's trash at rapping. Clear would never say that. But the songs are bad. They either sound very dated or just sounds weird and forced. A lot of the content or what he's trying to deliver seems to be on some very woke. It's like a super. This is how I describe it. It's a super pop woke album, and it just doesn't mix. You know what I mean? So and most of these ideas seem forced. I don't know who really are co-signing this. Maybe he got a bunch of yes men around him. Maybe Whoo Kid is in studio. But most of these joints just kind of came across like, nah, bruh. This is like the super pop, trash, woke version of Damn by Kendrick.
Wow, what a review.
Well, I mean, my version is me being a fan, and plus I know him for 20 years. I think...
And he be your boss.
And he is my boss. But fuck the boss shit. I think he kind of like has to upgrade from all the shit that he's done. Like even like I'll tell you my favorites. Like I like the River song, you know, with Ed Sheeran. I don't know, even though I want to punch Ed Sheeran in the face. I hate his face. I don't know why. I just don't
Ed
like his
Sheeran
face.
got hands on. Yo, y'all these little ginger looking dudes
punch his fucking head off. But I don't know why he looks so. I don't. He looks stupid. But anyway, that's beyond the case.
His favorite rapper is like Tupac. I think he got hands, bro.
That record kind of reminds me of the old Eminem. So, which is what a lot of his fans are looking for. They want like the old Eminem to come back, but he comes back in spurts in like a good 20% of the album, where he's like experimenting with a different sound. He always has a different sound in every album that comes out, even if it don't work or it don't work. The fans the core Eminem fans understand that he has to he's not the drugged up guy anymore. He's not spazzing out. He has money now, so obviously the issues like problems and not like rampant, you know, where even in the song, I think he stated that it used to be fun when he was hungry, but now what is there to be hungry for? You know what I'm saying? You know, this guy canceled like $100 million tours just to be with his daughter. So he's at a different mind stance where you gotta understand like the elevation of Eminem. Like, you know, he's even when you hear this album, he like everything is in it. I never heard an album where he respects the military, like, you know, the Trump issues. What else is on there? Like relationship, bitches. Yeah. He talks about bitches and shit. Like, you know, still ain't shit. You know, domestic abuse, and what else is on there? Like police violence.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. As I'm watching you here, I know it is puzzling your mind for you to
it's just like
saying it's trash. Yo, he's talking about like his toenails on there. He's
no, but the thing is,
do you think it's a good album?
I think it's a good album from me knowing how he's putting it out because he has to go on tour. His album, the way he created this album is as if he's on stage. It's stage driven. Like even if you hear like you know, the Remind Me record, you know, like the I Love Rock and Roll sample or Framed, like, you know, even the River song, like when he's performing it, he's looking at it as if when he goes on tour, it's
sold
all
out
stage
stadiums.
When I'm looking like that, man,
ready.
it still sound trash to me, man. Half of the music he put on this shit sound like WWE like entrance theme music, like Stone Cold about to bust out and run to the stage.
I understand your feeling because you're the Marshall Mathers guy. You know, Marshall Mathers LP. You're the the Eminem Show Encore. You were like in the box of seeing him a certain way where, you know, even Jay-Z. Everybody had to grow up. Even when Jay-Z came out, he was talking all that, you know, save your money and, you know, economy and shit like that. We were like, shut the fuck up. I don't want Jay-Z teaching me. I want Jay-Z to be like, ball so hard, you know.
Yeah, but I'm not even knocking him because I wanted, like I said before, like when I was projecting.
You just don't like the shit because
it don't sound good, bro. Like it just doesn't sound good. Like I know a good song, so I ain't gonna critique the rapping. But when I hear the song, I'm like, dog, this is what you in the studio with Alicia Keys. When I heard a song with him and Beyonce, you gonna tell me you gonna come out with a whack song with Beyonce, bro? Like, you gonna tell me you and Alicia Keys and y'all making mediocre shit? You gonna tell me that, like, Ed Sheeran literally had to carry you to make a good song? What I'm saying is, like, most of the hooks, very generic, just sound like not inspired. While the content is good, I'm gonna give him a thumbs up for addressing all the Black Lives Matter issues and Trump, whatever, but, dog, I don't know if it's rust or just too many yes men. The songs don't sound good.
Yeah, you know, some people, they, you know, another thing, like the Dr. Dre issue, like he's so like coming up with Dr. Dre with the secluded sounds where we're just used to seeing him one certain way. People just don't want, you know, he usually comes up with a pop song and then all other songs be hard.
Word.
But he had to come out different this year, I guess. I guess he just chose like, you know, he was the killer of pop music. He used to kill like NSYNC and all these crazy guys. Now he's like on another level where he sees that he's bigger.
He should be dissing that church.
Right? He should be, I just don't like the way he looks. His music is good. I became a fan of Ed Sheeran because of Eminem.
Yeah.
I hate looking at his face.
Come on. If you met him, you would love him, though. I think you would like his face a lot better in real life.
Guy, you know, and then I understand he had a stuttering issue. Like, Eminem was like, you know, he grew up like, Eminem saved his life. Maybe that's one of the reasons why they did a record together. Right. Because he had stuttering issues, you know, insecurities and doing music, going in production, and Eminem saved him. So
sure,
it makes sense why they got a record. Yeah. There's a story behind that. But I just didn't like his face. But the record is hot, which was shocking to me. Like, I'm not into that. Is he country? What is he, pop? I don't know.
No, he's pop. And he writes incredible songs. He's a great songwriter.
This is listen, Whoo Kid can't, like, contractually, he can't say it's trash. All right, but this is how you know it's trash. My man had a whole DLC walkthrough guide.
He did some pre-production this morning.
Gonna explain the whole album to him.
Yo, I had to because me being, I'm really like a super Eminem fan, and the fact that I know him personally, I understand. It's hard for fans out there to like. Not not the core audience Eminem fans, which is the reason why he will sell 300,000 the first week, because he's good at sell, regardless, because the fans support him all the way. But they kind of probably will ride the roller coaster ride wherever he's going because they understand that he has to like change or upgrade. But you don't want him to change. You want him to be like you were waiting for this shit so long. Well, how was it? It's been 4 years. You've been waiting for this shit, and you wanted like the hardcore Eminem spazzing out, fuck down Trump, like some hard street shit. He can't see himself being like that for some reason, because I know him personally, so he can't he just can't be that guy anymore.
All right, I'm gonna have to disguise this question, man.
Go ahead.
Just to catch this nigga, man. Listen, will you rank this album out of all M albums?
I'll give it like an 8. Like,
No.
I'll give it like an 8.
We're
From
ranking
best to
his
worst.
actual catalog
Yeah.
you're talking
Oh,
about?
that's the worst.
Oh,
It's
wow.
one of the better ones, or one of the.
I mean, from the temperature of how music is now, I would say it's good because it's different. I'm giving you.
That's good.
How much?
This is from a guy who like lived, breathed, and played Eminem for like almost 20 years. Like, I'm not the fan that's like pissed off because I want him to sound a certain way.
And you didn't get what
I'm
you
looking
wanted.
at it through like, all right, yeah, I work with him, but I also know like the whole mechanics behind the whole system.
So as
So I'm
someone who
looking
knows
at
him
it like that.
personally, how much more music do you think is left in M? You think he's going to put out a lot more albums after this? You think he's going to check the temperature depending on how people feel about this project or what?
I think he's always gonna put music out. He is rap. Like, that's all he does. There's nothing else that he'll take, remember back in the day, he'd take his kids to school, go home, more raps. And he's always in the studio. Like, for me to interview him, like, either he's in the studio in Shade or ISD line. He's at home in the studio. Like, he's always in the studio. He's always gonna have records. You know, and then there may be remixes, there may be other shit coming out that I can't really talk about, but he always has like a secret weapon, you know, but everything is like strategically planned when it comes to Eminem. And me doing shows and concerts and festivals, I see that that's why this album was created. Like, all these like, he wants to be like in front of like 100,000, 200,000 at a time, instead of just being in that box that we're in. Like, the way we want to see him, that box is like small. Like, all right, you be like, yo, this shit is hot, this shit is crazy. Yo, he really murdered this beat is hard. But it's gonna stay there, you know? Like, where we at with it is just like the 10,000, 20,000 show, Cedar. All right, the show was amazing, this nigga did a backflip, whatever. But with Eminem, he is like, bro, I was in front of 100, like, he's the only one that made me see 100, 200,000 people in front of me, like. So he has to think that way. Like, remember, it's not just here. He has to go overseas. He has to go to Mars. He has to go to fucking, I don't know, hang out with God. I don't know what the fuck he's doing, but he can't think or do what he's been doing the last couple of years.
If I'm listening to his record, especially the Walk on Water record, right, where he's like having a lot of self-doubt about where music is at and the type of music that he wants to do and where he fits in between that, I don't know. Well, the question was like, will we get more music? I think he might fall back a little bit, man. The reception to this shit ain't been nice, man. Like, if there's no one other than just hardcore M fans that are really fucking with this project. At least from what I'm seeing on public perception, when I talk to people who listen to it, when I look on social media. So if he's already having those self-doubts, add to the fact that he tries to put his best foot forward and it's not being received well. I don't know. I think he might fall back.
What are you gonna do if he do sell 300,000 the first week, or 400,000, 500,000?
He'll probably still sell out tours, to your point, because he's
what I'm
M, right?
saying,
He's
like,
going to sell at stadiums. So it's like, where is he checking for feedback, I guess?
Where are you gonna find your answers if he do sell 4 or 5? And you're like,
I think given the sales though is a little bit disappointing. Like,
okay.
Given the fact that 300,000 is still great, but like for M, we were definitely expecting.
We predicted over 600.
Yeah, we're thinking like he might come and drop a 750 on us or something. You know what I mean? In terms of first week, 750,000. 300 was kind of light, which said his fan base went and copped it, and I could probably bet $1 million that 85% of his sales were just his fans purchasing the record. Not many people streaming it because it wasn't that popular or trendy, at least among the kids.
Well, River's my favorite song, by the way.
I'm going to see him
Ed
singing
Sheeran
that one
was
on
my favorite,
stage.
man.
Yeah,
Ed
no
Sheeran
Ed
gonna get
Sheeran
that
slander,
fade.
man. I hope you meet him and fall in love with Ed Sheeran.
Ed Sheeran though.